Good afternoon, YouTube. This is EconCat88, and today I'm in a city called Moraine, Ohio, which is just south of Dayton and north of Cincinnati in Ohio's industrial belt. This is a former General Motors plant. I believe it was called Moraine Assembly. And it looks like it's been closed for several years now. But since tomorrow is Thanksgiving, the message of this video is something to be thankful for today in America: a job. This is just a huge industrial wasteland here, more or less. Dayton is very similar to Toledo. It's under 500,000, probably around 150 to 200,000. It's one of the emptiest cities in America as far as number of housing units, number of vacant housing units. I believe Dayton is about 20%. And when you're looking at a factory of that size that just closed, that's a lot of jobs. And then over here, this place here has some for lease signs. And very close by, this is a former, this building here has vacancies as well. This here is a former Cooper tire plant. And I saw the sign on the building coming from the expressway, 800,000 square feet available. Again, this was a Cooper tire plant. So it's not just the General Motors plant. When they close, it just spirals downward into so many other businesses. And this part of the American Rust Belt has just literally been gutted. So better look at the tire building. I'm going to try to U-turn here and get over by that General Motors plant. These were the type of jobs that supported the American middle class, at least during my lifetime. And no more. Collection of a lot of things. Collection of unions asking too much money, asking for too much money and benefits. Crony capitalism was involved. They were giving companies money to relocate overseas. Government started meddling a little bit too much into private business. Too many environmental laws, too many labor laws. And the result is the folks with the capital just packed their bags and went somewhere else, took their money with them. And what they've left behind is a lot of industrial wasteland space, a whole lot of broken dreams, and a lot of unemployed Americans. So again, this Thanksgiving, if you have a job, be thankful you have it. You can tell that this tire factory doesn't look like it's been, maybe it's only been 2 years, but I'm guessing 3-4 years now. I could be wrong on that. But this General Motors parking lot is just massive. It truly is remarkable to see the number of these factories that have closed throughout, especially the American Midwest where I live. And when a factory like these two close, it just has to gut the tax base of the entire area. And I don't really know how they could even fund their police and fire departments, especially with the salaries that those folks make nowadays. The schools lose a lot of revenue. Of course, we all know schools always want more and more money, because of teachers unions for the most part, but I highly doubt they're getting more and more money here in this city. It looks like we're going to be able to make it over to the General Motor, get a close-up of this General Motors plant. Totally different weather than what I was enjoying in Florida. It's probably about maybe 50 degrees here, so we're looking at about at least a 30% temperature difference from what I had a few days ago for almost the past month. At least the sun is shining today. Again, there's a closer look at the parking lot. There had to be at least 5,000 people that worked here with all these parking spaces, possibly more than that. Both sides of the road, this huge parking lot, and then here's the factory itself. Yeah, this place was called Moraine Assembly. See the sign there, they took the GM emblem down, but it looks like they had done some updating of the facility. This walls of this factory do not look that old. See a few cars in here actually. Some disassembled machinery. Wow, this is a really big place. But this is what happened to most of the American middle class in the last 30 years. It has disappeared. Especially regarding the ability for people that weren't all that highly educated. I mean, you basically could have done these types of jobs with a high school diploma or even less. And it's just not available anymore. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving to all of my subscribers and viewers and YouTube friends. This is EconCat88 signing off from Moraine, Ohio. Ground zero for the American Greater Depression.